This is Lunch Ann Arbor Marketing, LA2M. As a show of hands, how many are here for the first time? Welcome. We've been meeting regularly every Wednesday for nearly 4 years. Each week we put on a program of speakers talking on topics of marketing or business. We are a 503c nonprofit, and we are funded by contributions and donations of our community. All of the work that goes on is volunteer-based, and we do it as a way of giving back to the community some of the knowledge and experience that we've gained over the years. So, we have Stacy Collett, our treasurer, who is going to pass the bowl, and we ask for a donation. There are no membership fees, no registration fees to be a member of the LA2M community, but we do ask that if you feel you would like to contribute to the running of this organization, please do so. It's a $3 recommended donation, but that is entirely up to you. We would like to take this chance also to thank our sponsor. LA2M puts out a newsletter, e-newsletter, every week, and each month we have a generous sponsor, and this month's sponsor is The Ride. The Ride has some fantastic programs going on. We're currently involved in the Ann Arbor Commuter Challenge. Anybody participating in the Commuter Challenge? Great. Okay, who came by bicycle of those who are participating? Bus? Share ride? Lots of involvement there. Information about the ride are on the back table. Brochures, leaflets, information. Catch them on the web. The format for LA2M, for those who have joined us for the first time, we will introduce our speakers. They will talk for approximately 30 minutes, and then we open up to questions and answers. But that's not rigid. If you have a burning question during the presentation, please feel free to raise your hand and ask our presenters. Following Q&A, we then take the chance to pass the mic. And this is your opportunity to introduce yourself, your business, or what you're looking for, or if you haven't asked, something that you seek help in from the other members of the community. So without further ado, it's my pleasure to introduce this week's LA2M speakers. We have Kentaro Roy, the CEO of Kentaro Web Design and SEO, Search Engine Optimization. And joining Kentaro is his VP of Development, David Hardcastle. David also is a Google Analytics expert, certified, yes? Using the web for marketing has been around for a long time, but using it wisely is what we're trying to achieve. And so without further ado, we're going to hand over to Kentaro and David to talk about web analytics and using it for really smart marketing. Thank you.
Thank you. How's everybody doing? Hey. All right. We got some exciting stuff to talk about today. We are pumped. I'm, as you can see, pumped, and I had 2 cups of coffee this morning, so I'm ready to go. Again, my name is Kentaro Roy. I'm the president and founder of Kentaro Web Design plus SEO. David is our VP of Development, and he is also our Google Certified Analytics Expert. Well, let's get started. We have a lot to talk about today. So we're going to be talking about using analytics to market smarter. Every business is probably doing some kind of marketing, and there are some problems with a lot of the offline markets out there that can be, well, hopefully be solved. We'll find out about that later. But first, let's talk about the shortcomings of traditional marketing. Here's a billboard. You've all seen billboards, and as a company using billboard to market to you, how do they know that you are their target audience, or how do they know that you have any interest in this billboard? Naturally, this is the best one because you have a lot of text, and for those of you trying to read it right now, I would ask that you don't, just listen to me right now because it's more important. But, see, with this billboard, I mean, this isn't very well targeted. There's really no call to action or anything like that, but as an advertiser or marketer with a billboard, you don't know what kind of interest you're getting out of having that billboard available. You may have an idea or an estimate of what kind of, how would you say, what kind of circulation you have, you know, an estimate of how many people are looking at this billboard every day on their commute to and from work, but you just don't know what kind of interest is generated because of this billboard. Who here has seen the Old Spice commercial? I'm on a horse. Who's on a horse? All right. Awesome. Excellent commercial. It is a long commercial. So as an advertiser or marketer with airspace or TV commercials out there, how do you know when somebody gets disinterested in the commercial and changes the channel or turns the TV off? If that's something that's very hard to do in traditional marketing, and I'm on a horse. Paper advertising and print, direct mail. How do you know when people respond to your call to action on that piece that you're circulating? Again, just another problem that traditional marketing has that we'll be looking at today. And basically, bottom line with some of these problems is that you could be wasting a lot of money. You could be spending thousands, tens of thousands of dollars on marketing every month, every year. But without being able to track how effective they are, or just not being able to track anything with them other than having estimates as to how many people are looking at them, you really don't have a good idea of what's effective, what's not, and so you could be losing a lot of money. So with that, let's pass on to David. He's going to talk about analytics.
Good afternoon, everybody. I'm very welcome to be here, excited to be here. Everybody, can you hear me? We're trying to do without microphones, but just want to make sure you're good. So thank you for thumbs up in the back. I am a Google Analytics certified professional, thanks to Dr. Bud Gibson, who's here in the audience. I'm going to give a little shout out to his series of classes at Eastern Michigan University. It was a great thing, and very happy to have done it. Basically, I want to get a little bit of an idea. I want to poll the audience today. Anybody here who regularly or even semi-regularly makes decisions in terms of spending on marketing activities? Just by a show of hands, oh, excellent. That's awesome. We were hopeful of that. All right, how many of you, or of all of you, how many regularly look at some sort of analytics data revolving around your website or other pieces of information? Okay, pretty good. A little bit less, but a pretty good handful of you. Now, how many of you are doing both those activities on a regular basis? Okay. For those of you who are in the front and can't see the rest of the audience, each question there was a little bit less. And to us, that's a problem. And I want to go into kind of why that is a problem. I want to tell you guys a really sad story. Wait, you haven't heard that? We have a client through our company who we've been doing some organic search engine optimization. We've been working with them for a while now, and they're a great client. We like working with them. Their business has done well over the last few months. But we're going to call them Client X to protect their company so that you guys don't think badly of them. We actually had very recently we had a conference call with them because they had asked us, hey, we really like what you guys are doing over here. We have this other avenue of marketing. They were using Google AdWords. For those of you who are familiar with that, it's a pay-per-click advertising system that Google has through their search engine. They've been doing this for a while, and they just kind of said, hey, we really just don't know. It seems like it's generating business, but can you guys just spend a few minutes and take a look with us and help us get an idea if this is a good idea for our company and does it make sense for us? So they gave us access to their AdWords account. We already had access to their analytics based on some of the other work we were doing. So we started kind of looking at the two things together. And very, very quickly, we were able to determine that they had an average budget of about $1,700 a month that they were spending on AdWords advertising. When we looked at the numbers, they had, for just that type of advertising, analytics was able to tell us that they had what we call a 60% bounce rate, meaning that 60% of the traffic that was coming in through AdWords was instantly leaving the very first page that they saw and exiting the website and probably not coming back. Meaning that of that $1,700 a month that they're spending, $1,000 of that $1,700 were basically just being poured down the drain because they were coming in, not finding what they wanted, and instantly leaving. In a nutshell, that is analytics. Analytics is the ability to see that my $1,700 expenditure is not being used the way that it should be. So in a very simple way, that's kind of an analogy to try to understand the importance and what is analytics. And that's something that we very hope to work with Client X on and getting them to help spend that money a little bit smarter. With our company, again, it's Kentaro Web Design and SEO. We have what we describe this as a two-step dance. The first step being that you have to have a website, either by something that a lot of times we start with a new one for companies, or we'll help modify their existing website. But the first step is you have to have a website that's capable of accomplishing some sort of business objective. Whether that means lead generation, whether that means actually selling a product on your website, whether that's some very specific content creation, or there has to be something. So many billboards, so many websites in the last 10 years have been built as electronic billboards, in that they prevent some information, they might look attractive, but they really don't further any goals for your business. And so one way or another, we work with our clients to make sure they have a conversion-oriented website. After we do that, then we're working with them on web marketing, search engine optimization, pay-per-click advertising. The idea here is finding qualified traffic on the internet and bringing that qualified traffic to this new website that's capable of taking a visitor and turning them into business, essentially. The umbrella that holds all of that together in our visualization here, or the funnel in this case, is analytics. Analytics is involved in everything that we do, both internally for our own company and our own decision making, but with every single client that we use, they're either purchasing an analytics package from us, or we're providing it as part of the service with their other services, but it is paramount to everything we do. What we say is it's a two-step dance, and analytics is used to prove everything we do. We have to constantly work hard to show the value creation that we have with our clients. And analytics is absolutely the tool that allows us to show value and to prove our worth over time to companies that we work for. And so that is what analytics is. To get a little more specific, we'll start to break it down a little bit. It's the ability to track everything. For us, it's the ability to answer how the traffic got to your website. It's the ability to track where that traffic came from. Did it come from Ann Arbor? Did it come from another state? Did it come from other parts of the world? It's the ability to track what they're doing when they get to your website. What pages are they looking at? What content do they like? What content drives them away? It answers those questions. It's a decision-making tool. It helps to answer the why people do things. Why are they not buying my product? Why are they buying my product? When are they buying it? When are they not? When are they leaving my site? When are they arriving to my site? You can actually tell the time of day that their traffic is being generated. Literally, I mean, it's everything. It answers the who, what, why, when questions really, really well for your web presence. And ultimately, as I mentioned, it's the ability to show value, whether it be a value of your website, whether it be value of other aspects. It's the ability to actually prove value, prove ROI for different marketing expenditures. We're going to focus right now anyways on actual proving ROI for your web presence. We're going to transition a little later on into showing how ROI can be expanded out to other areas of your business as well. But again, it's this idea of using analytics to show value creation within your business and to help show you what that marketing dollar is being spent towards.
So the benefits of analytics, in conjunction with some of the stuff we talked about, analytics can allow us to get a lot of actual metrics. So things that you can get all kinds of programs to show you pretty charts and all these numbers, but the important stuff is the stuff that you can take and actually change your marketing plan, or change important parts of your campaign with to actually generate higher performance. So with the metrics that are available in analytics, you can see the number of visitors who get to your site. That includes the total number of visitors, how many visitors are looking at specific pages. Naturally, that can help you understand how effective some of your campaigns, both online and offline, are doing. The location of visitors, so are they coming from, Detroit, are they coming from 3 different parts of Michigan, from around the world? I'll show some examples of these charts in a moment as well. The time they spend on the site, how interested are they in the information that you're presenting to them? The bounce rate, which is, do your visitors leave as soon as they get to your website? Your traffic sources including direct, referral, and search traffic. So direct traffic is if you give someone your business card, they go home and they type in your web address and visit your site that way. That's direct traffic. Referral is if someone clicks on a link on Facebook or Twitter or some other website, that is a referral from that website to yours. And search traffic is naturally someone searching for your company or your products and services to find you on Google or Bing and visiting your site that way. Visitor flow is what pages people bounce around to once they're actually on your website. And the in-page analytics is what parts of your actual page people are clicking on once they visit your website. So let's look at some screenshots of these. This is the visitor's overview page within analytics. The website I'm using here is a friend of mine. He was fine with me, of course, using this information, but he just started a blog, a gaming blog, so he's getting a lot of search and referral traffic to his site. So you can see the increase in traffic over the past, I think, 3 or 4 weeks to his site right here. This can be broken down, based on a certain amount of time, etc. And you can also see the number of visitors, unique visitors, and all this other information here below the chart. This is the location information of where people are coming from. So on his site, he has people from pretty much every part of the world. You can see that the United States is primarily is a primary source of traffic for him. But almost every continent is sending traffic to his website. We can actually get even more specific than this. We can break it down into states or territories for different countries. So as you can see, California is a large center of traffic to my friend's site. And then even within California, you can break it down into metro areas and cities. So this is going to be very valuable if you have different campaigns for different areas within Michigan or even in Metro Detroit. You can see, okay, this campaign was this effective in our Detroit campaign. This was this effective in Ann Arbor, etc. And this information will also show you. So within California, the average time people spent on his website was 2 minutes and 22 seconds. So also another way of the platform here adding value to giving you the information that's relevant to make actionable changes. This is a quick screenshot of the cities and metro areas within California that's sending traffic. As you can see, you have all the other metrics here available as well. This is the chart showing the visitors flow. So this actually, the first column is broken down into what country these visitors are coming from. From there, X amount went to these 4, 5, 6 different pages. So you can see, when someone goes to my home page, they are most likely to go to my services page or about page or contact page. That can help you understand what kind of people are going to your website. And if your calls to action on your website are actually effective in sending people to the places you want to drive them to. Most of the time, websites should be built to convert, and if most of your traffic isn't following your conversion funnel that's on your website, then there may be something that needs to be changed within your website.
Now I want to take a chance, and a lot of this is going to be basic information for those of you who have worked with analytics before. I want to go a little bit deeper and talk about a couple of different areas that other companies may not be using, but it's definitely great opportunities to take this program and ratchet up the ability for it to be a really powerful decision-making tool. A couple of the advanced things that you can do within Google Analytics, something we call goal tracking, which is the ability to, the best example, let me give this first, is let's say you had a video production that you spent some money on, and you put the video on your website. That's great, but is it helping, again, accomplish business goals? Is it doing anything productive, or is it just sitting there and you like it because you spent time and energy and money on it, or does your customers like it because it adds value to your website? A goal tracking is actually going to allow you to, if you have like a button or if there's a click necessary to start playing the video, you can assign goal tracking to that click and actually track, okay, I have 500 visitors on that page that contains the video. What percentage of those people are clicking on the video? And what percentage of them are they watching that video all the way through? Some of the little things like that. So again, it's the ability to track individual components on your website to see if that is being utilized by visitors. Another example, it's kind of together, is this, again, the ability to do analysis on whether or not traffic is converting from a visitor into some sort of business opportunity for you. That kind of goes hand in hand with the ability to create sales funnel. Actually, the last report that we saw from Kentaro. You can't really see it well on the screen here today, but the idea here is that this is essentially, or you can use this kind of as a way to visualize a sales funnel. Sales funnel being the idea that if you want a visitor to start at page A, go to page B where they get some more content, maybe they're looking at product reviews, and then ultimately page C is where they're able to buy and check out with this purchase. This is going to allow you to visualize it, but further than that, you can actually set up some sales funnel tracking where you can say, okay, I want to know every single person that goes from page A to page B to page C. Because then what you can do is you can see where there are gaps or holes in your funnel. If 80% of the traffic is exiting between page A and page B, there's something that's missing there. They're not making the connection with there. So then you can go in and change content on page A. If content on page A is then reflected in a good change, you're going to see that number go up. But then you see, oh my gosh, I have a hole between B and C. And then, again, it allows you to target in specifically where there are problems, fix those problems, and then specifically look at the numbers pertaining to those to make sure you're targeting the actual number, or you're targeting the actual problem. Without analytics, what you're doing is you're saying, okay, I have all this traffic, I know people are on my website, but no one's buying my product on my website. And so you may think, oh my gosh, I need a whole new website. I need to spend $10,000 on a new website, when really all you need to do is change content on one of your pages within your website, and that's able to make a huge difference in your ability to sell. So that's, again, where there's decision-making capability within analytics that is much more powerful than just trying to blindly guess at what problems there may be and what fixes are necessary. What I really want to talk about now, it's a real passion of mine, is the ability to take a web marketing or web analytics tool and be able to extend that out and use it for our traditional marketing materials. We really set the stage today talking first about the ability for traditional, or the shortcomings of traditional marketing. There's a way to use web analytics and your traditional marketing things that you're doing. Let me ask this question real quick. Let's take a side note. How many of your companies, organizations spend money annually on what we consider traditional marketing, whether it be billboards, online or advertising in magazines, journals, TV, radio, anything like that? I can just get a quick show of hands. So a pretty good chunk of you. This message is really meant for you guys, because if you're not doing this, I highly encourage you to do it, but it's the ability to link your web analytics with some of these traditional forms. What this is actually an advertisement. It's a rough draft. It's not something that it's not ready to be published yet, but we purchased, our company did some advertising in LA2M football magazine's fall preview. It'll be published later in July, has a circulation of about 22,000. So we're very excited about that. It's going to be a great opportunity. And again, this is a rough draft of an ad that is going to go in there to represent our company. Can anybody tell me what the difference between the ad on the left and the ad on the right are? Yep, the football is missing. That's the obvious one. I heard somebody else say
The URL.
Yep, exactly. The URL is different. This little difference between the .ro/win and just the .ro on our website makes a huge difference. What this is going to be tied to is the one that has the win. That's going to be a more similar. This is closer to being the final version than the other one, in that we are currently also developing a custom landing page that's going to have similar content and similar language to what you see in this advertisement, but it's going to be a page on our website. That page is only going to be able to be found by somebody directly typing in that URL. They're not going to be able to navigate to this site based on our home page, but they're only going to be able to get there directly from this advertisement. And so what that does is that's now going to connect that advertisement to our web analytics. So now we're going to be able to take the population of people who come to our website, which is ultimately the goal of this advertisement. We're going to be able to see, how many of that 22,000 circulation actually came to us, and then we're going to be able to see how those people interacted with our website once they got there. So what this means long term is that we're going to be able to tell after this goes through its cycle to say, hey, how many people of that 22,000 circulation came to the website? What did they do? Are they qualified visitors? Are these people that are interested in our services? We can use that, the analytics, the metrics that we've talked about to make those decisions and make that determination. And then we can decide, is this a worthwhile investment? And that's ultimately what we're trying to get to here. Yeah, good question.
You thought about putting a QR code on there?
Yeah, QR code would help to accomplish the same idea. We're not huge fans of QR codes for a variety of reasons, which we could talk about. But for us, it's just the ability, because we're not. Part of that is we're not really looking for the mobile traffic. We're more looking for somebody to take this home and be able to go on their actual computer. But that is something that is it's the same kind of thing. You can just have the QR code linked back to a custom URL, and either way, you're still going to have the benefits of being able to tie it into your analytics software and be able to make some decisions off this. So we're going to definitely do this ad for this fall. Whether we ever do this again is going to be completely determined based on the analytics reporting that we do after the fact. And that's the kind of decisions that analytics can be used to make instead of, again, just a lot of people, we have several customers who just continually spend money on advertisement and have no idea, and don't even really care to know what they're getting out of that advertisement. For us, as a small business, we can't afford to do that, first of all, and we just don't think it's a good idea to do it either. So these are the types of things that we really encourage you guys to think about. So that's, again, what does it mean is the ability for us to track that. So we would highly encourage anybody who has radio, there's an ability to do this with television, with billboards, with print advertisements like we're doing, to have this ability to connect it back to your website, your web analytics. That way you can start to, it's not going to be perfect. Every single customer who sees this ad isn't necessarily going to come to our website, but again, it's the ability to get more information than would otherwise be available about some of these traditional advertisements. So, yes?
I find that handouts, people generally don't take them home and type in anything. I think it's a good idea, but practically speaking, getting people to go online and look for your website who may not be good at going online, or they might not be an internet citizen or whatever. I don't know.
Okay, so what would you do then? Would you buy advertisement in the magazine? Do you buy advertisement in the
I would
magazine?
put another way. I'd put a number for them to call for more information, more of the traditional stuff on there too.
Also brand your company. You're losing that billboard effect by not having the name of your company big, so they just see it and know who you are next time they see something. It might be the third time they see that they
but that's not what we want. We don't want a billboard. We want people, we want active consumers who are going to be able, because the whole point of this is A, to create some brand awareness, that's part of it. A, to create some attention, that's why we have the Michigan State thing. But the idea here is to drive traffic to our website. Our website is one of our best sales tactics. That's what we do. We sell ourselves as a conversion-oriented company, and so we drive traffic to the website and we convert that traffic. So that goes to our core business principles. So the entire point of that ad isn't necessarily to get them to call, but it's to get them to drive traffic to the website. So that's intentional on our part, and it's this idea of you're being able to track it, because there are lots of people that are doing what you're saying, using traditional, but again, there's actually a way to even track that further, which we do we actually will create custom phone numbers.
I'm just saying the people that have the money to hire you guys are not the people that are going to be, they're the people that would more likely rather make a phone call, but what you're doing is fine.
Yeah, I beg to differ on that. If people are looking to purchase a web service, they're going to go on the web. And data shows this. And so there may be cases where they don't want to, but no, it gets researched on the web, particularly if you're going to be doing it.
Yeah, and that's what we found so far with clients. There has been quite a bit of interest there. Any other questions? Feel free to shoot questions our way as we go. We're going to have questions at the end as well. But yes, go ahead.
Yeah, so in that example there, you're going to have a certain percentage of people who look at the ad, go to your website, but they're not going to type in /WIF. What kind of metric do you use to determine how many actual people are going to your site because the ad is kind of captured?
Yeah, and that makes it hard to distinguish.
Yeah, we can hear you back here. Yeah.
That's fine. I can repeat the question. Make sure I'm repeating it right, too. Essentially, the question was, what's that?
Move forward a little.
I have to be a little careful with my wording, but what the question was is for somebody who sees this advertisement in the magazine and wants to check us out, but doesn't, maybe they don't remember, they don't have this magazine anymore, but they remember our company name, and they go to just our homepage. Is there any way to distinguish those from regular visitors? Is that kind of the question?
Well, I see, what kind of numbers you use to make an assumption? How many are going to your regular website then do that?
And that's going to be very difficult. That's why we created the custom URL. We're trying to encourage it. It's why it needs to be short and memorable, so hopefully they will remember it and go there directly. But there isn't a great way. We can look at the timing based on when we know the publication is going to be published and sent out to see if we can, we can attribute a certain percentage increase. Like if we look at our daily traffic for the previous, 3 months before the ad went, and then the traffic for the 3 months during the ad circulation, then we can kind of get an idea if there's a 30% increase, and that 30% is likely to be because of the ad. But in terms of being able to distinguish that visitor behavior from the visitor behaviors on our regular website, we're not going to be able to do that unless they enter through the custom URL. So that's why it's not perfect, but it gives us opportunity to try to distinguish the user behavior between those two different customer bases that are coming in. Somebody who just found us through other means, or this specific population that the ad is going to be appearing to. Does that make sense? Yes?
This is about Google Analytics.
Yes.
You used to be able to find out what keywords people were using when they got to your site based on Google search.
Yep.
So, maybe you know my question.
I think I do.
What do you do now?
Are you referring to the privacy changes?
Well, it's like, I don't know, the place where you used to see keywords that says not available.
Yep, that is an awesome topic. We thought about kind of going off on a whole side note and addressing that issue. What she's referring to, for those of you who are not familiar, last fall, Google made a change in some of their privacy settings. So now, within analytics, if a Google user who is logged into their Google account is doing searches through Google, it no longer is providing you as the analytics user the keywords that they use to find your website, which is one of the most important uses. Yep, and it's really, really unsettling for us, just because that is a large part of what we do, both on the on the analytics side, but also on the search engine optimization side. A lot of what we do is keyword research and keyword analysis. So Google's answer to that has been, well, it's going to be a small percentage of traffic, but we have several clients where it's now is logged in or not provided as the keyword they use. You still get the data about that customer, you just don't know how they got to your site. And we have several customers that up near 40% of their traffic is unaccounted for in terms of the keyword used to find them on a Google search. Sad news is that Mozilla Firefox has actually copied some of the Google technology used, and so you're going to have an increasing number that are going to show up as this not provided or not set, because now Mozilla Firefox users who search through the Google homepage that they provide, that same information is also going to start to not show up properly. The tricky thing about this, and kind of the interesting aspect of this, is that through AdWords, the paid search, your keywords are all still provided, whether they're Google users or not. Every keyword that they use is available to you through AdWords when you're paying for it. But with the, go ahead, Butter.
Webmaster Tools will also give you access to those keywords. So if you have access to that and integrate in Webmaster Tools from Google, you will get access to those keywords.
What's that?
Google Webmaster Tools.
So that's something we're actively working to address with current clients, and something that we'll continue to have to address with customers as we move forward. If we can't, that's something we'll have to explore with this Webmaster tool, because that information is vital, as you well know. Anything else?
Does that have a price tag, Webmaster Tools?
No, it's free. There's also Google Analytics Pro Edition for $150,000 a year that we give to save.
All right, we have one more question in the back, and then we're done.
This is related to customized URLs that you were discussing before. Do you think there's a danger in relying solely on your analytics to determine whether or not that ad was successful? Because now you're in the conundrum of traditional advertising, where brand awareness really does make a difference. So do you have sort of a secondary tracking measure, whether it's at the time of purchase, you survey your new customer to see where they came from, that sort of thing?
With this one one specifically, I mean, there's a lot of things that go into this. For this one specifically, we'll probably mostly rely on our analytics data just to kind of see if there's some kind of connection there with that audience. More than likely, this actually was a unique opportunity. We were participants in the Ann Arbor Chamber of Commerce, so this ad was actually purchased through an event with them. So it's a little bit unique in that we're probably not going to continue to spend on this unless we get some really overwhelming data to support this. But yeah, more than likely, with other means, other advertisements, we would like to have some backup, and we always do ask clients anecdotally where they heard about us or where they found out about us. But in terms of a formal tracking method, most of our formal stuff actually does go through analytics. We have one more section to get through. I want to make sure we have, I think we do, don't we? Or we had questions?
Nope, that's it.
All right, so I guess we can continue with questions and answers then. What else can I answer for? Anybody else? Yes, ma'am.
Yeah, actually, I wanted to get my first question. What I do is, if I have the keywords, I normally, well, if the keywords are not set, I'll go to the link, find out the landing page. Yeah, I wanted to piggyback on the question with the not set because it's been driving me crazy. My site, I had my old site redirected to the new site, and I thought that maybe the not set was because I wasn't directing properly. But so what I do now is if it's not set, I go to the landing page, and I know that there are specific keywords that I've had on that page. So I kind of have to guess like that. Do you hear what I'm saying? So you don't know exactly what it is, but you can kind of guess what those words are that you found, and then I go back into Google and try. It's really time consuming, but yeah, so that's what I do. I've got some questions. First, I wanted to ask, when I first redirected my site, my bounce rate was really low. For the past month, my bounce rate's been really high, and I don't know why. I'm not sure if maybe I'm on the Google pages more now, and so now people are just clicking into my site because they see that I've got something that they like, but then they're bouncing because they see that I don't have something that they like. Although I do have the menus for them to explore other places in the site, what can I do to keep my bounce rate low?
Usually if your bounce rate is high, it's that people that go into your site aren't finding what they're looking for immediately. I mean, most people that are looking for information or a product or service online are going to be very impatient. If they click on a link or an ad and they don't see what they want, exactly the way they expect to, then they're going to leave and go look for it somewhere else. So I wouldn't rely on people to navigate within your site to find what they're looking for. Once they get to your site, you should try to target. Just try to create content that's specifically for that audience that you have coming into your site, and then make sure that they find everything they want right there.
Okay, well, so why do you recommend I do that? Like I tried, I don't know if you know, Direct CTV.
That's our direct what?
Direct CTV.
Okay.
Have you heard of it?
No.
Okay, so I tried using that service to drive traffic to the site, and I was getting, huge amounts of traffic, but no conversions. I'm not sure what else I can do.
Well, what that tells me, if you have large numbers of visitors coming in from a referral like that, it has a high bounce rate and no conversions, more than likely that means that they aren't qualified. It means that somehow there's not the connection between whatever it is that they're clicking on this referral page to get to you isn't really delivering. You're not delivering what this site is promising them. So therefore, as soon as they come in, they're not seeing the connection between what they wanted and what you're providing, and then they're just leaving right away. So really, you want to, if that's the main source of this, of where they're coming from, you want to try to determine exactly what it is that's being promised, and then see if there's a disconnect between what it is that your landing page is delivering. Because I bet there's a disconnect there, and that's what's causing that high bounce rate. So either I would look at getting a different referral source if you determine that traffic just isn't the right traffic or isn't qualified traffic, or changing the content of that landing page to make sure the connection is very, very obvious. You don't want to have it be inferred. You want to make direct connections between referrals and the landing pages that they come into.
Okay, thank you.
What do you consider a high bounce rate?
That's a great question. It completely depends on the type of website you're running. We showed you analytics data on a blog that one of Kentaro's friends started. A blog, an information-based website, you're not as concerned about that because you'd like to try to generate lots of traffic. If the traffic isn't perfect, then you're not as worried about it. So 60% on a website like that isn't going to kill you by any stretch. Obviously, the lower there's always going to be better, but it's not terrible. On an e-commerce website, though, where you're paying for AdWords dollars and things like that, the lower there's going to be better because that means that you're not spending money on people that aren't interested. So there, you probably want to be in the 20% or less range if you're spending money directly on referrals or anything to drive traffic to their specific. Because what you can also do is you can break it down by the type of traffic. So for your CPC advertisements, you can see the bounce rate for those traffic versus your organic traffic. Organic traffic, you're not as concerned about. CPC traffic you are because you're paying for every single one of those clicks. So again, for that sad story we told you, 60% was just killing that. That was $1,000 down the drain each month out of the marketing budget.
One of the things that we love about LA2M is the discussion, and we've had lots of discussion. We have time for just one or two more questions. And if not, we will take this opportunity to thank our two speakers, Kentaro Roy and David Hardcastle. A big round of applause. Both Kentaro and David will be hanging around for a few minutes afterwards, so if you do have any specific questions that you want to address, I'm sure they'll take some time to discuss that with you. It is now time to pass the microphone, and this is your chance to introduce yourself, your company, or your aspirations. When you take the mic, please stand up, and we are going to begin in the front row with Sharon Gifford, Alente Pasta.
Stacy Collick with Dollar Bill Copy, your local digital print shop, and of course, we're not as web-based because we're a printer, so we have to mail everything, but we do the same thing that they're doing. So we've learned that every mailer we mail out has a specific code on it, so that when they call in, they have to say that code, then we put the code in the computer, and then at the end of the month, we can go in and see how many different codes we got from the different mailers. So hopefully their win at the end will help them, like, we put a code on. I don't know.
Anne-Marie Smith, Indemnity Advocates. Generally people come to us if they're having issues either with their insurance company not getting what they feel they paid for, or if they're not having a successful discussion with their agent, so they are getting the coverage that they need.
Hello, my name is Jackie Stellaker, and my company name is Relaxology. And as the name implies, I help people learn how to relax through foot massage.
Hi, my name is Deb Hart, and I work for a company called Forest Health Services. We're a specialty hospital located in Ypsilanti.
Hi, I'm Carolyn Foster with Barracks Clinics. I'm their sales and customer service manager for their bariatric program.
We're passing.
I'm Tom Bobney with Mobilization Specialists. I guess I'm for one of our kids and students is looking this morning.
Hi, I'm Tom Bobney. I do SEO consulting and PPC comprehensive with 37 Designs. Talk to me afterwards if you have questions about it.
Hi, I'm Joe Cargaro. I'm with Infusion Group. I do consulting with B2B, B2C, financial and healthcare services. I do a lot of web design and outplacement to SEO groups. So I am always looking for other help.
My name is Jack Brisbane. I'm with a group called University Lowbrow Astronomers Ann Arbor, and we have a new website we just put out that is used with fifth graders in the Ann Arbor school. It's called youngastronomers.org. And I'm just looking at some of the analytics involved that are used that do not track people with children.
Here's Rosicki. I do business consulting and website development. I'm here in Ann Arbor.
Wendy Allen, I'm with BCN Services in Ann Arbor, and we're a
Hi, I'm Tom Crawford. I run a mobile app development business called Movable Bytes. Actually, just launched a new website, so check out movablebytes.com.
Hi, my name is Marty Somberg, and I have a small graphic design firm, and we do print design and web design. And we're spending a lot of time lately researching the future of print. So if you have opinions about that, I'd be glad to talk to you about it. Thanks.
Mike went to Sandler Training, where we help people in the offline world, right? So not the digital world, but the real world, sell more easily. So we love printers. And I want to remind everybody that if you use Salesforce.com, there's a local user group meeting next Wednesday at 4 o'clock. Just Google search Salesforce.com in Ann Arbor. It should come up.
Good afternoon, Quayle Camp with LaFontaine, home of the 995 oil change. It's within the Ann Arbor area, right on Jackson Road.
I'm Susan Johnson, a membership sales representative from the Ann Arbor Exciting Regional Paper, and I'd love to talk to anyone and everyone about their membership.
My name is Lauren Schneider, and I'm an intern at Unix. I'm Caroline Kilgusty, and I'm also an intern at Unix. Hi, I'm Jasmine Muller. I'm the project manager at Unix Digital Marketing. Hello, I'm Michelle Lee, taking on social marketing class at LA2M University.
Hey everybody, I'm Don Klein with The Ride. So we don't use the $12 guy for air ride, but I'm here to talk about $5. Night Rider, after hour service, 11 p.m. to 6 a.m. If you need a ride, you don't have your car, you can get a ride with a shared taxi service. Holidays, it's kind of applicable with Memorial Day coming up, you get a ride for $5 when the buses aren't operating. So come check me out in the back if you want more information. Thanks. You can also go to tiny.cc/nightride for more information.
I'm Robbie Bullock. I'm a recent EMU graduate, currently doing some video production and web analytics for a few different on-campus departments for Eastern Michigan. I'd love to talk to anybody about anything that was discussed today. Interesting stuff.
Hi, I'm Alex Landrola. I'm a freelance photographer and videographer. A lot of my work involves pretty safe promotional videos for Eastern Michigan at the moment, and I'm most interested in storytelling.
Hi, my name is Kathy Toth. I'm a local real estate agent, entrepreneur, and I'm very keen on the SEO for the service industry. Thank you for the presentation.
Hi, I'm Tiasmine Bo, CEO and founder of ShopTiasmine.com and the sister site shootclubword.org. And we supply fun nightclub wear for women.
Hello, I'm Monique Shane. I started L2M Positive here in Ann Arbor 30 years ago. We launched a new website last year under the WordPress format, and it's been really great, but being a small company, we really never have time to look at our analytics, and that's sad. So I often rely on the help of interns who want great real-life experiences to help me out with some of these things that I either don't know how to do or don't know how to have the time to do.
Hi, I'm Taylor Holick, and I'm a social media director at Free Group. It's an ad firm just around the corner. And I just wanted to thank the two presenters for a great presentation today. It was really helpful.
Hi, Jane Delancey, Delancey Design, but today I'm here on behalf of the client. They have a job opening. The job opening they're looking for, the person they're looking for would be a senior marketing communication specialist, to be a writer and project manager. So if you know someone, or maybe yourself, are interested in this, please see me afterwards, hopefully soon, because I can't stay real long.
I'm Martin Smith with A-Side Worldwide, and what we do is we help our clients to use social media and turn that into a revenue stream for their businesses.
I'm Chris Dempsey. I'm with the Academy of Early Music. We present a concert series of classical music prior to 1800.
Hi, I'm Alex Tuska. I am with the Michigan Eye Bank, a nonprofit in Ann Arbor that coordinates the cornea transplants for the whole state of Michigan, and I'm in charge of their community outreach.
Gibson students here, and looking for full-time job or internship.
Hi, everybody. My name is Jim Musial. I'm with a company called Knowledge Digital. We're right here in downtown Ann Arbor, and we are a web and mobile development company. We'll help you take your app and launch it for you. Also wanted to give a shout out to Stacy from Downfield Printing. We did a recent launch and needed a collateral piece printed. She helped me with that, and I used her because I met her here in LA2M. So make sure we're using each other's services.
Hi, I'm Matt Radowski. I'm a graphic and web designer for Capital Letters Marketing. We do a B2B marketing for the machine construction industry.
Hi, my name is Aaron Erdl. I'm actually a former student of Bud Gibson's as well, so another shout out to him. I work at Online Tech. We're a data center operator located in Ann Arbor and Flint, and if you're looking for hosting options to host your analytics software, come talk.
Hi, my name is Ryan Hebert. I'm with Hebert Technology Services. We're a managed service provider and tech support service provider. And if you guys anybody needs any help, I'm here.
Hi, my name is Tasha Moore with Martopia, and we recently launched a series of workshops called Surefire workshops, or if you're from a small town like I came from, maybe you call it Surefire. But either way, if you have any challenges with business strategy, sales, marketing, or public relations, chances are we have a workshop for you, and you can find out more information at surefireworkshops.com.
Hi, I'm Darcy Wiener, and I'm exploring setting up a consulting practice that helps startup companies and small companies grow and manage their client base.
Hi, I'm Kathy Wilder at the University of Michigan Law School in Development and Alumni Relations. Very interesting program. Thank you.
I'm Roger Rayle, and I do stuff. One of the things I do is pass along interesting things coming up. There's a mini maker fair coming up. What is it, John? June 2nd? At the council fairgrounds. And I got an email today that they're looking for any old electronics, like CD-ROM drives and computers, keyboards. I think they're going to have another rec lab. But there's a Brain Monkeys group that is looking for that. So if you just search for Mini Maker Fair and Brain Monkeys, you'll probably find that request. They'll act, if you have a lot of it, they'll come pick it up. I don't think they'll take CRT tubes, so I think that's a once a year thing. The deconstruction lab. Yeah.
Hi, I'm Dennis Kinski. I do sales and marketing, and I also help out Roger with the videoing.
Hi, my name is John Beery. I run a small nonprofit here in Ann Arbor that designs really cool technologies for low-income people worldwide. We have over 1 million clients. We also have a Google AdWords grant, but we don't know how to take advantage of that. If anyone can help us take advantage of that, I'd really like it. So talk to me after the presentation here.
Hi, John. I'm Bud Gibson. I started the search marketing program at Eastern Michigan University, and I think we can help you. We can team you up with a class, and it's likely to get you back on track. I'll give you my card. I got a dash out. Aside from that, great to see David and Kentaro on the firing line. Guys, now you see what it's like when people just won't let you sit still, but it's good.
Hi, my name is Beth Heiss, and I am a professor at Adrian College. And I want to share with you that we have a social media workshop to help small businesses learn how to use social media for their business on Friday, June 1st. I have brochures here if you're interested. This is the last week to register, and the seats are filling up. We have a great lineup of speakers. Chad Vivison, Marissa Smith, Taylor, who's here from Regroup, is one of our speakers. So please come see me if you're interested. It's Friday, June 1st. Thank you.
Hi, I'm Peter Ray, CEO of Arbor Scientific.
Hi, I'm Judy Farmer, GreatPilatesNow.com. I started a business a couple of years ago. I'm a mom of 7. It's basically an online Pilates and weight loss membership where you can do your classes anywhere, anytime from your computer. So that's what I do.
I'm Loretta Friend with Detroit Public Television. We help alumni departments reach out to more alumni. We help with fundraising. We webcast conferences. Next week we're going to be webcasting the Mackinac Policy Conference, and you can log in at My Vote and watch that.
Hi, my name is Leslie McGraw. I'm with Let's Go, Social Media Training and Professional Services. One Google has community hours from 11 to 1 on Thursday, so you can just sign up on their website, and that can help too with learning how to use your grant. And I haven't asked, I'm also the volunteer coordinator for the Ann Arbor Summer Festival Reader Program, and we're looking for corporate teams that would like to challenge other teams. It's a way to market yourself and also have fun.
I'm Ben Taub. I'm with a company called Data Space. We're a 20-year-old provider of business intelligence and business performance measurement systems. And I'm still perplexed at how LaFontaine can do the $9.95 oil change.
I'll let you know.
Hi everyone, I'm Dan Friedman. I recently finished my junior year at the University of Michigan, so I'm still a student studying business administration, and I'm trying to do my own startup.
How's it going? I'm Jordan Eckstein. I do freelance digital marketing, mostly search engine marketing and web analytics. So let me know if you want my services.
Hi, I'm Bob Ferran. I own Bob Ferran Photography. I do commercial and advertising photography. So if you need creative photography for your website or brochures, see bobferranphoto.com.
Hi, I'm Mary Lou Olds with Lunch and Arbor Marketing. We're looking for interesting speakers like these guys to come and talk about marketing and business topics. So if you know someone or if you are a speaker, let me know about that. I'm also a freelance writer. I write web content, also blogs, newsletters, and that sort of thing. So if you have clients that are in need of that, or if your business needs that, let me know about that as well. Thank you.
Hi, I'm Trevor Sherwin from Print Studios, and I'm a commercial editor of Portrait Photographer.
Hey everyone, again, thanks so much for having us. It was a pleasure speaking here. Dave and I are happy to be a resource for you, so if you have any questions, feel free to reach out to us. Hey, have a great rest of your afternoon.
I am Dee Davies, Creative Ideas Marketing, and I help companies to provide business-to-business services grow their revenues, and I've been doing that for 25 years. Clients come to me when they're frustrated because they know they want to grow their business, but they're not quite sure what to do. Dee Davies, Creative Ideas Marketing. I am also the voice of Lunch and Arbor Marketing, and each week it's my pleasure to introduce next week's speaker. Next week, we have Megan McCann of Search Ad Marketing joining us. Megan has been at the forefront of using Facebook for business for many years. And next week, Megan is going to show us how to use Facebook in a business environment to grow your business. So join us next week, Lunch and Arbor Marketing, LA2M. See you then.